Hey dudes, welcome to Splat from the Past, the only 80s themed horror and sci-fi show where things can get totally radical. Now today, I am having my second longest gap between appearances. My third guest 2 years ago, Jill Whitlow, the star of such classics as Night of the Creeps, Weird Science, Porky's, and so many others. And I'm having her on the show today to talk about her upcoming appearance at Flashback Weekend in Chicago. And I want to ask her about the classic short-lived series Tribes that she was on the Fox network back in the day. I want to talk to her about all that stuff, and it's going to be great. Jill is such a sweet person, and I love talking to her, and it's going to be great. So yeah, here is my new interview with Jill Whitlow. Hey, Jill, welcome back.
Well, thank you. How are you?
Going through some rough stuff, but I'm hanging in there.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, good. Just keep hanging on.
Yes, that's all you really can do. Wow,
Right?
I've been really good. You know, it's funny. The last time we talked, you were my third guest, and now you are my 519th guest.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, you've come a long way.
Yes, I have.
That's great. That is great.
Yes,
Good for you.
I'm so lucky. I'm so blessed.
Yes, you are. That is fabulous. Well, I'm so happy that I'm again,
Yeah.
way down the line. So that's a good thing that you still think about me after 516 people.
Oh yeah, I keep up to date with all my guests to see what they're doing and stuff, and to bring them back.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Well, good.
So last time we talked about almost, all of your career, but there's a couple things I didn't get to ask that I wanted to go into. And the first is the underrated short-lived Fox series Tribes.
Oh,
Yeah. How did you get cast as Lorraine?
Well, I went on a reading for it, and they said I was perfect, so they hired me. And, I was pretty much the same age as everyone else, but we all looked a lot younger than we were. But I think I was a couple of years older than some of the cast. And, I always got cast as that sweet girl next door. So this was really fun to do because she had kind of a kooky side to her, which everybody that knows me will tell you that I do in real life. But, so yeah, it was really fun to get dressed up really funky and be her. So, yeah, I mean, back then you went on interviews, actually, and you met the director and the producers, and, you read for things.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I guess they pick you offline, and you get to that point eventually. But those were the good old days, you know, where they actually met you and you could sort of, they got to know you in person, and you kind of, become that character in front of their eyes.
Right.
Which is cool.
Yeah. I was about 6 or 7 when the show was on. I can remember watching and not understanding what the show was about.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And they were trying to make a teenage soap opera. And I just believe that, it didn't have a long run because it was so dramatic. And it was on prime time, like 7 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
It was, amazingly, it was number 1 in New York in its time slot, which was nice. But they had, the drugs, the alcohol, the pregnancies, the bad kid, the good girl. I think it was just too heavy for that time period. It was before its time, because now it's very prevalent around the world that is all happening younger and younger. But at that time, I think that it was more, older people in their 20s that it started so young, or at least we didn't see it and experience it on the news, in the media, as we do today.
Yeah.
So my thinking is that, it was just a little too heavy and depressing.
Yeah. The show was coming right off of the heels of the controversy with Married with Children on the Fox network.
That's right. Yeah, I know. And boy, was that risque for their time, right?
Right. The show had...
So, it's all about timing, baby.
Yeah. The show had a great cast, too. I got to interview Patrick Day last year. Such a great guy.
Oh, did you? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a sweetheart. Yeah, everybody was so cool. They were so nice.
Mm-hmm.
So we all got along really well. It was fun.
Yeah, Patrick wanted me to ask you this the next time I talk to you. He said that you had a house party in Laurel Canyon, like right at the beginning of the show, and he was brand new to LA. He spent all day looking for your house.
Oh gosh, how funny!
Yeah, he said he couldn't believe how crowded that neighborhood was and that anybody would have a house there.
Well, it was actually Beverly Glen and in Bel Air, and it was a funny little house, as a lot of them are, but it was on the side of the mountain. So you had to park on the canyon, on the street, and then walk up to the front of my house was facing up the mountain. The back of the house is faced down the mountain. So, yeah, I'm sure he had a really hard time finding it. I usually did, and I lived there.
Yeah. I also interviewed Carrie Remsen.
Wow.
Oh my God, I adore her. She's a total free spirit if ever there was one.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember that about her. Gosh, whenever you mention these names, and it's so cool when I get interviewed today, because it brings me back to such a great period of my life,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And all the interesting, great, wonderful people that I was blessed to interact with in my life. So, thank you for the memories.
Yeah, of course. I also noticed Riff Hutton was on the show. He had a recurring role on Doogie Howser at that same time.
Yeah.
But
wow.
Why do you think the show was canceled, though?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
Just, what I expressed earlier. I just think that it was too heavy for its time. And, soap operas weren't about kids. They were more about sex and deceit and real heavy-duty affairs. And I just don't think that the world was ready for a teenage soap opera. And then the time slot, 7 o'clock. dinner time. People are getting home from work. I think that there was a lot involved into the show getting canceled. I was very upset when it did get canceled.
Yeah.
But, and that was very close to the end of me being in Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
I still continued to work when I moved back to Miami, but, went back to LA from time to time and worked. But, I moved shortly after that back to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not like a family is going to be like, hey, let's eat dinner and watch Tribes.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Right.
Or, no, you can watch Tribes. Forget the homework.
One of your last credits, you did an episode of the Swamp Thing series.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that like?
Orlando. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I was living in Miami again at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a blast. I loved working Universal Studios. And of course, Scott was there, and he was in Drive, which was really cool to work with him again.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really neat. And I had a large role in that. So it was fun. I loved it.
Yeah, I always thought the show was too dark compared to the movies, and I don't know why they had to make his voice sound like it was underwater.
I know. Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah, it was really weird. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe because he got filled with water in the swamp. Who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know. He had a low voice anyway.
Yeah.
But he was great. Oh my gosh. He was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, the director was Tom DeSimone, who I interviewed his brother Bob, who was in a lot of his stuff recently.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah.
And great makeup artists, and wow, they were really good.
Yeah. So next weekend you'll be at Flashback Weekend in Chicago. I've heard great.
Yes.
I've heard great things about this con for years. Is this the first time you've gone?
Yes, it is, and I am so excited. And everybody's gonna be there for Night of the Creeps.
Right.
It's gonna be so much fun. I can't wait.
And I reached out to Fred Decker like around Christmas time for an interview, and he told me to get back to him after January, and I did. And I never heard back. And then I messaged him a couple of weeks ago, never heard back. I messaged Jason, and I never heard back. And then the other two guys, Steve Marshall and Alan Kaiser, I couldn't even find them on social media.
Oh my goodness! Well, I'm gonna have to kick some butt when I get to the show, aren't I?
Yeah.
Shame on them.
Yeah, I did meet.
Now you got me.
Yes, and I did meet Tom Atkins 2 weeks after I talked to you last.
Oh wow! Isn't he great?
Oh,
I can't believe they came out with a doll. Where's mine?
I don't know, but yeah, he was great. He was very nice. I liked meeting him.
Yeah. we need dolls of all four of us. You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With the flamethrower and everything, and I've gotta do a. I'm gonna start a petition on that.
Yeah. Are you just surprised at just how the impact and legacy of this movie has lasted?
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's crazy. I was totally shocked. I think we talked about this before. I was completely shocked when I first got notified that we had to go to Texas with everybody because the DVD was coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what? What do you mean we have fans? Really? What? I mean, it's been a whirlwind ever since. It's crazy. And the fans keep getting younger and younger because the adults now are showing their kids Night of the Creeps. And I'm like, oh, your mom lets you watch that? You know? But yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It is. It is. Yeah. I mean, so many movies I grew up watching are getting that type of impact nowadays. And it's like, I thought I was the only one who liked these, you know?
Oh my gosh, I know. I'm here to tell you that you're not. But the 80s were so good. I mean, I love going to the movies today, but I don't go very often.
Yeah, me neither.
It's just the 80s. There was something about the movies back then. They were just so good, and the actors and actresses were good, and you know, it was all about the acting. Today, I feel like it's all about the dollar bill.
Yes,
you know?
I agree with you.
I really do.
Oh my God, yeah, it's terrible. I mean, I want to go see that Quentin Tarantino movie that's coming out today. I wanted to go see that, but other than that,
When is that?
it's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, I'll have to check that one out because he's good.
Oh, he's great. He's a genius.
Yeah, he is. He is. And I keep telling Fred, you gotta do a Creep 2.
Yeah.
Bring it back, you know?
Oh yeah,
Teach these people something.
he needs to do a Monster Squad too. Also.
Yeah, he does. I'll talk to him about it, okay, Tony?
Okay. Last time we talked, oh my God, you were telling me about when you got food poisoning when you did Weird Science, right?
Oh gosh, yes.
I went back and watched that scene, and oh my God, yeah, you look like you're doing the duty dance a little bit in that scene.
Oh no, I do?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, how funny. Well, just so you know, It wasn't the duty. It was the vomiting. I didn't have the other part.
Wow. What a coincidence.
Yeah. But I think I was like, now that I think about it, I'm probably a little slouched over and like, okay, guys, come on.
Yeah.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of too. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's so funny. Gosh. What a memory.
Congratulations on your new marriage.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Everything's going great?
Oh, gosh. I could not be happier. I really couldn't. He is one heck of a guy. I think God just molded him and, made him just for me. He's incredible. He's my best friend, and it all happened so quickly because we got engaged like after 1 year, and we just knew that we were going to get married. So we got engaged, and then we got married in March, and we bought a house in April, and just, within 2 years, my life is like good to go.
Oh, I tell every woman this. You know what the 3 things a guy has to have in order to be the right husband?
What is that?
3 things. He has to be cute. He has to treat you right. And most importantly, he has to be able to find your G-spot.
Oh, he does that.
Awesome. He definitely is the right one.
He's got all 3.
Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
Okay, I'm going to indulge. I'm going to indulge your kooky side. There's a game that I play with guests, and how this works is I ask you these silly questions, you answer, and then you ask me the exact same question and I answer.
Okay, do you have a time frame?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Go for it.
Jill, are you ticklish?
Oh, gosh, yes. Are you ticklish?
Oh, I am baby ticklish.
Okay.
What is your favorite part of the body?
Oh, dear. On me?
Or anyone. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's hard. Probably the nose.
The nose.
What? The nose. What is your favorite part of the body?
I have always loved the belly button.
Oh, my. Don't touch mine.
Do you have an innie or an outie?
I have an innie.
Me too.
It's an actual perfect innie, though.
Yeah, I used to have a perfect innie, but then after my car accident, I had all these surgeries, and now it's not as cute as it used to be.
Oh, no.
But I still,
You can make it cute again.
yeah, I don't want to get any more surgeries.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
I do contemplate it still, though.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a belly button.
What color are your toenails painted?
A light lavender.
Light lavender.
What color are yours painted?
I have just a clear polish on mine.
Okay. For protection, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, be careful with that clear polish because it can make your toes turn yellow.
I never even realized that. Thank you for letting me know.
You're welcome.
And here's my favorite question. Is there a stinky smell that just makes you gag?
Yes. It is tooth decay.
Tooth decay.
Yeah.
I never knew it had a smell.
Tooth decay. Yes, it does. And dead animal.
Dead animals. Oh, yeah, of course.
How about you? Do you have a kooky smell that makes you icky?
Let's see. Well, there's consistent things like farts. And then
Gosh. Yes.
after I got out of the hospital, I had bad athlete's foot for a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
And it was stinky.
Oh, it was pretty bad, yeah.
Oh, my.
It was pretty bad.
I don't think I've ever smelled athlete's foot.
Oh, you're lucky. It's bad.
I'll trust you on that.
So
are you gonna be in Chicago?
No, I wish I could. I want to do so much traveling in the next few years. Eventually I will, but I wish I was going to be in Chicago. They still got to book you for California, though.
I know. I'm working on it.
I go to Monsterpalooza. I go to Monsterpalooza in L.A. They do 2 a year and stuff. I'm always hoping that they'll book you.
Oh, well, I will work on that, okay? I'll talk to Sean when I get to Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be great. Oh, my God.
Okay. Maybe this show will go so well with all of the cast that they'll just want to, have us everywhere.
Yeah, I hope so. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really quickly, I got some funny jokes for you.
Okay, cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when I had Carrie Remsen on last year, oh, God, she loved my jokes.
Throw them at me.
Okay, everyone knows the old nursery rhyme. There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. She had so many kids she didn't know what to do. What did her right leg say to her left leg?
You're too big?
Nope.
What?
Nothing. They never met.
Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
But I can never remember them to retell them.
Oh, yeah, I can.
Oh, gosh. Kudos. Okay, throw me another one.
Why do men like to marry virgins?
I don't know.
Because they can't stand criticism.
That's good. That's probably true.
It is true.
Probably not even a joke.
Yeah, it is true.
Honey, you're not doing it right. You got to do it like Stan did it.
Exactly. Well, Jill, I adore you so much, and I thank you for coming back on today.
Thank you. And you know, anytime, I know that I'm very rarely on Facebook, and I know that it took me a while to get back with you, and I apologize. But you know darn well that I eventually do. I do not pull a Jason or a Fred.
No, you don't.
And I never will.
Aw, thank you so much, Jill. So you have a great time. You have a great time next weekend, and you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you so much, and I hope to get to meet you in person one of these days, and I'll work on California, and you will be missed at Chicago.
Outstanding.
I'm sure you'll see pictures on Facebook.
Oh, I sure will.
All right, sweetie. I'm so happy and grateful for your success on this radio show, so keep up the good work.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much. I appreciate that you're appreciative.
I am. All right, sweetie. You have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there you have it. Jill Whitlow. Ain't she a sweetheart? Thank you so much, Jill. I'm glad we got to talk again. I got to indulge you in humor, politically incorrect humor, and that was fucking awesome. So thank you, Jill. If you like this video, everyone, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Join my Tommy Kovac comedian page on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram and all that fun stuff. Well, that's all the time we have this week on Splat from the Past. Until next time, this is Tommy Throwback Kovac saying, there's no shame in living in the past, because the present sucks. Later, dudes.